Venus in Moola Nakshatra. Now, Venus in Moola Nakshatra is an intense energy. Intense is an understatement, in fact, on the basis of what experience you may have had with this nakshatra. Venus is a planet which is a lot about harmony, beauty, taking things easy, taking things in a slow and steady manner, balance. And Moola can be a very obsessive energy. Moola is the nakshatra of goddess Kali. And it is a powerful space where the Shakti of this nakshatra is Barhana Shakti. The power to tear apart, the power to destroy. Now, Kritika nakshatra also has the power to destroy, but that destruction is more with the primary aim of purification. Dahan Shakti, to purify. You're ending something to purify it. For example, Lord Ram carried out the Dahan of Ravana to end the negative cycles of that particular soul and release it from its karmic bondages to the material plane. Moola, however, is an energy which can quite often be uncontrolled. Moola is an energy which can have quite a bit of the abilities and qualities within it to intentionally destroy. But if not even intentionally to destroy, to undergo a lot of destruction. Venus in Moola can be a very difficult energy because Venus in Moola can bring about endings in relationships. It can really break apart otherwise harmonious relationships and give you a lot of trouble, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of pain. Similar with your finances, your business as well. There is, however, a silver lining to this. And the silver lining to this is that Venus in Moola Nakshatra, Guru Shukracharya, the master of Mrit Sanjeevana Vidya, okay, because that's what Shukracharya was capable of, bringing a dead person back to life. That is why he became the Daitya Guru. That is why the Daityas, the Asuras revered him so much. That is why the Devas were also scared of him. That is why he is such an important component taken in Vedic astrology. When you have that energy in the nakshatra of Kali, in a nakshatra which is so powerful that can tear apart, take apart, destroy, get to the very source of things, you can have a mind, you can have a career, you can have a relationship which is pretty extraordinary, in fact. Venus in Moola, because Moola is also connected with Ketu. On the one hand, it's quite possible that you go through a lot of these sudden endings in life, a lot of tragedies in life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finances, when it comes to how you make your, money. There can be a lot of heartache. But at the same time, you can make a lot of money through these things. With Venus in Moola, you could be a divorce lawyer. With Venus in Moola, you could have a career in research. With Venus in Moola, you could also be a very good designer. And one thing which is very powerful here is Venus in Moola can definitely give you a lot of capability for sadhana, a lot of capability for tantra, a lot of capability to rise, shine and excel in the occult. Venus in Moola can give you the blessings of a mother goddess or a yogini or a female deity, so to speak, where your connection with her is so deep and so intense and it's so different that nobody will be able to understand it, nobody will be able to comprehend it. You actually probably will not even be able to share it. That's the good side of Venus in Moola, because Venus in Moola, in the nakshatra of Ketu, in the nakshatra of Kali, it's about transcending normal relationships. Venus in Moola wants you to love getting to the root of things. Because Venus is what you love, right? Venus is what is going to be the most auspicious for you. So when you have Venus in Moola, what is most auspicious for you? What makes you money? What works out for you the best? I mean, obviously, aspects, conjunctions can change this quite a bit. But Venus in Moola, what is the most auspicious thing for you is getting to the bottom of things, not being connected so much, like learning a healthy, would you say, detachment from things. And you practice that, and Venus in Moola will reward you in ways that you can, you cannot really imagine. You may have an extraordinary sense of or extraordinary capabilities of healing yourself. It's quite possible. You can be a great psychologist as well, with this particular energy. That can be the case as well. Getting to the bottom of things, getting to the root of things. You could actually make a lot of money through, what you say, research in finance, financial modeling, I would say, financial remodeling. Those are things that you could do, right? You could also do what you call, there's this, I think, credit remodeling, where you buy debt, and then what you're supposed to do is that you make a profit by how you resolve that debt, individually. So what you do is you buy debt from, let's say, a bank or from an organization. You buy it, let's say it's a 42,000 crore debt, hypothetically. And so let's say you buy that debt for a particular amount. Let's say, you buy that debt for, I don't know, 30,000 crore. And then you go about recovering that debt, and then you make a profit. So that's also one of the businesses, that is there. It's a very targeted, very minute kind of energy, which is primarily about being blessed through solving deep existential problems. And Venus in Moola people, in any case, will not do well in relationships that are just fun and cool and chill. No. Venus in Moola is about deep connection. It's about great depth in relationships. In fact, even with respect to what you make money through, you want a deep connection there. You are not not somebody who can just be happy with things that are superficial or superfluous. No. Meaning, deep meaning, is very important for individuals who have Moola prominent, but especially if you have Venus in Moola. Now, this becomes a pattern. Now, here's the thing. If you have Venus in Moola, but if you have most of the planets in your chart in gentle, easy nakshatras, then this can be a very difficult energy to deal with. Why? Because it will be at a complete divergence from everything else in your chart. And then this area of your life can be a pain point that you struggle to resolve, that you struggle to stay on top of, that you struggle to understand. So if you have Venus in Moola and it's not working out for you, first of all, you need to get help, good qualified help, like a good psychotherapist, a good coach. If you're going to, let's say, go to a Vedic astrologer, then they should know their stuff. Don't just go to the first guy that you find. Don't just go to somebody that you just find on an app. No. It should be somebody that you feel a deep connection with as well. Okay? That's number one. Number two, when you have Venus in Moola Nakshatra, you really need to learn how to up your spiritual vibration. No, that's with everything. I know. That's with everything, by the way. But not everything. For example, if you have Ardra, I think I talked about in Venus and Ardra as well, is that it's important for Ardra natives to work hard at a physical level. You have to, spend that physical energy, which can just hover around in your system and make things go crazy. When you have Venus in Moola Nakshatra, it's very important for you to dive deep into Kundalini Kriya, dive deep into learning and mastering any form of healing, pranic healing, Kriya Yoga. Okay, those are the things that you really need to get into. If you're already a doctor, it will not hurt you even then to, pursue these allied fields, certifications and courses when it comes to understanding the process of healing. Okay? Venus in Moola is, I would say, a blessing if you are willing, even if for a minute, to just change your perspective and look beyond the veil of Maya and try to understand it. Okay, at a spiritual level, what are the connections that I can form? At a spiritual level, how can I earn my bread? How can I live life? Because Venus in Moola can also make you a very seductive individual. So anytime that there is goddess energy, or there is the energy of, powerful destructive deities, okay, that's when you also have a lot of the energy of seduction, a lot of beauty associated with it. Why is that? Because for you to be seductive, for you to be extremely attractive, there needs to be a component within you, within your energy, that breaks down other people's conceptions, misconceptions, preconceptions, defenses. Okay? And Venus in Moola does have that. Venus in Moola does have a lot of those traits. Okay? But yes, Venus in Moola individuals, I'm just saying, please don't shoot the messenger. Venus in Moola individuals, however, can tend to be quite unkempt. They can tend to not really value their appearance as much. Okay? If you have other things working out for you, that look can work out, maybe. But otherwise, if you have Venus in Moola, you need to sort of up your game with respect to how you look, how you show up. If you want to keep a beard, keep a beard. Make sure that it's shaved and trimmed. If you want to keep your hair open, for women, great. Make sure that you comb them. Make sure that you shampoo them regularly. Make sure that you condition them. Okay? If you want to wear simple clothes, wear simple clothes. Make sure they're not torn. That's it. Make sure they're clean. So that's the crux of Venus in Moola. It can be a very powerful yet very detached sort of energy. It functions quite a bit like Venus Ketu conjunction, in fact, I would say. So you can go and check that out. I've made a video on that as well. But all in all, if you learn how to work with this energy can reward you in ways that you would never have imagined. You can build a connection with the divine that is so deep that it will surprise you. And my God, I mean, I'm not a big sadhak. I'm not a very sattvic individual, and still, how the hell was I able to form such a deep connection with this divine power, with this divine energy? That's because with Venus in Moola, you probably have been in that connection for a while. Moola is connected with Ketu, Ketu is connected with past lives, Moola is also connected with Kali, Kali is also connected with consciousness, opening up of your consciousness, right? And even if, let's say, you have difficult experiences in the area of love and finances, that's just the energy of Kali opening your mind up to your true potential, to your true expression, true knowledge, true capability. Okay? So that's just my analysis of Venus in Moola Nakshatra. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here. Push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want a personal session with me, you can check out the link given below. You can also, see if you want to join this channel for exclusive live sessions and videos. You can also check out my Astro-Life Coaching Practitioner course. Admissions have begun for the upcoming December batch. Okay? Seats run out. So it's a good idea to apply right now if you want to explore that. And also you can check out my holistic life coaching program, wherein you will be able to work with me closely and work on your life goals and whatever it is that you want to manifest. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. Hari Om.